Hey guys, it's Dustin coming at you with another review. So, yesterday there was supposed to be a YouTube live Q&A, and I got my phone set up for going live, and it takes 24 hours before you can actually go live. And so I got that on the ball rolling. I did see a couple questions that I did answer to my short video that I posted on YouTube last night. So thank you for those who commented on it. I plan on having a live Q&A video once the YouTube 24-hour wait is done. But in the meantime, right now, I'm going to be doing a review on what's starting to become one of my favorite. I think you could classify this as a niche fragrance. It's by a very well-known fragrance person in the community. Fragrance I'm talking about is Mason Margiela Replica. This is the Jazz Club. Now this stuff, I believe there is a couple inspired buys and some clones out there. I know Alexandra Fragrances does a clone of this. Now, off the top, for me, what I get is you definitely get a boozy, sweet vanilla with a slight spice and some woody nuances surrounding all of that. Now, here's the notes. The top notes, you're going to get pink pepper, neroli, lemon. Mid, you're going to get rum, Java vetiver, clary sage. Your base is going to be tobacco leaf, vanilla, and styrax. Now, I don't know much about styrax, but I have noticed it in some other fragrances. And in some of the other fragrances that I've smelled, some of those had more of a slightly smoky vibe to it, and that might be coming from that. But in the top, right away when you spray it, I get a sweet, boozy vanilla with an undertone spice from the pink pepper, as well as you get that vetiver earthiness that kind of sits in the background around all of it. And it's a darn good fragrance. Now, it is quite pricey. I got this from a co-worker who has a pretty extensive collection of stuff, and some of them he doesn't even use, so he just sold it to me for $40, and I'm not gonna complain. But so for me, this is gonna be definitely a cooler weather fragrance. It does come across as sweet, but I wouldn't say it comes across as gourmand. But this is it's got a gentlemanly vibe to it. Yeah, right away you get that booziness, but this is so well blended. It doesn't smell synthetic, but with this, it's on me. I get a good 7-8 hours out of it, and I'm known to spray pretty heavy. I usually do 3 sprays down each arm, 2 or 3 sprays down each arm, 1 on each side of the neck, 1 on the back of the neck, and then 2 on my chest. And this one, I was about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, and I was doing some deliveries and went to a customer's house, and she was up front and said, "What cologne are you wearing?" I was like, and I told her what it was. She's like, "That smells really good." So I got a compliment off it. But for me, what this fragrance does is it is going to be something for more along the lines of a casual dressing up. This, if you're going to a party, suit, tie, this would be something you'd want to wear. This definitely puts out those vibes of maybe marriage, being a best man or whatever. This is what I would call a special occasion fragrance, but I like wearing it just because I love the scent DNA. Now, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get slightly barely above average projection for that first hour and a half to 2 hours. And then it gets to be about average from about 2 hours to about 3 hours. And you still got a good, decent little scent bubble until about, on me, the 4.5 hour mark before it starts getting closer to the skin. And that's on me. And I have really dry skin. But for me, this is such a beautiful fragrance. And now, versatility, like I said, in my eyes, this is something that you're going to want to wear dressed up, going out on a nice date with your significant other, going to a good steakhouse where you want to have a good button up, good, just wearing some of your best, but also this isn't such a fancy fragrance to where you can't just, throw on an Oxford, a good pair of jeans and a good pair of dress boots and just go out and wear this. You could totally do that. Now, so for versatility, I'm going to give this a 7.5. Now, the fragrance, this is a beautiful fragrance. It doesn't smell synthetic to me. And it lasts a good 7.5 hours. Your mileage may vary. You may get more out of it. You may get less out of it, depending on how much you spray and your skin chemistry. But for me, this is going to be more of the cooler weather. So this is going to be fall, winter, and maybe cool spring days. Summertime, this can get cloying because a lot of the notes, when I tried it in the summer, the vanilla really came through a lot more. So it became almost to that point of being too much. So stick to the cooler weather with this one. So it's going to get a 7.5 in the times of year you can wear it. Now, performance. Now, this one, I do believe you can definitely overspray. I usually do 10 sprays, 8 to 10. And it just depends on what you're looking to do with it. If you're wearing it to work in an office setting, good 6 sprays, you'd be all right. But it's not an offensive DNA. It's not obnoxious. It's a beautiful scent DNA. And so for performance on this, I'm going to give it a 7. So to me, this is definitely a 7.5 out of 10 fragrance. For me, it's going to be something for special occasions. And this is going to be what I'm going to wear for Christmas Day, for Christmas dinner. I'm going to be rocking this and see what kind of reactions I get. So this has been my review on Mason Margiela Replica Jazz Club. Thanks for watching, guys.